My. How confident the Phenom is. How excited the Phenom is. All I hear him talk about is getting out of the steel cage. All I hear him saying is leaving the steel cage. Well, I don't want out. I don't want nothing to do. When the door locks behind me, when the bolt drops, when it snaps shut, when I become a criminal by my own choice, that is when, Superfly, you have met your master. That is why I am magnificent. That is the reason I have been crowned the Prince of Darkness.
Hello and welcome to another installment of Storytime with Jimmy. This is everyone's favorite short show on the internet, where you get to hear stories and memories from longtime WWE referee Jimmy Korderas. And Jimmy, this week, I want to ask you about one of my all-time favorite professional wrestlers, Don "The Rock" Muraco, and the time he went a little R. Kelly on you.
Oh my goodness. You talk about stuff you can't forget and you can't erase from your memory. That's one I wish I could erase from my memory. Again, Toronto seems to be the hot spot for these. So we had a show in Toronto, like everything was cool. Everything was normal. After the show, everybody's back at Hojo's by the airport and, the bar, having a little pops and stuff like that. So some of the guys tend to overindulge, when they're sipping away, but they're having a good time. They're enjoying themselves. I kind of stayed over by the bar and I was kind of leaning on the bar, and it was one of those bars that had the overhang where your feet, go underneath, and they got that bar where you can put your foot up.
Yeah.
That bar down at the bottom. So I'm sitting at the bar and I'm having a pop, and I'm going, checking out the scenery and seeing what's going on. Muraco nuzzles up against me at the bar, and he's like real tight, close. Like I'm like, okay, but he's had a few, so I'm not going to argue with him.
He's three sheets to the wind at this point.
Oh, pretty much. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm just going to like turn this way and kind of not really have my back to him, but pretend like I don't notice him there. So as I'm sitting there, I'm having my pop and I'm going, what the hell's going on? My leg gets wet and it's feeling warm. And I'm going, what the? And I look under, and I guess he couldn't be bothered to go to the restroom and figured he was just going to relieve himself there under the bar on my leg and on my foot. And I'm going, you have got to be kidding me.
Wait, was he still in his pants, or did he expose himself before urinating?
No, I didn't see the back end of his pants down, so I'm only assuming he opened up the front end and went. But I didn't even want to check and see. I'm just freaked out that here's this guy, he's basically peeing on my leg and my foot. And I'm trying to keep my other leg, before I realized it. Then I moved my foot, of course, and then I'm still standing in this big puddle. So I go, okay, I guess this is the night for me. I guess I'm heading home.
Yeah, that's the end of the night.
Right. So I head out to my car and I go out to the parking lot of Hojo's. I take off my shoes and my pants in the middle of the parking lot, leave them there, and drive home in my gotchis. I didn't even think enough. I was so disturbed. I didn't even think, go into the trunk, get your ref pants and put them on. At least you're wearing something in your ref shoes.
Right.
I was barefoot and in my underwear driving home. I was thinking also to myself, oh boy, if I get pulled over now, how do I explain this?
And it's like, oh, that's easy. I'm sorry, officer. Don the Rock Muraco pissed on me.
Yes.
It's like,
and
I was about to ask you if you ever got payback, but then it's like, wait a minute, we're talking about a guy whose shoulders were as wide as you were tall.
Yeah, pretty much. No, thank you. And I could only, try to explain it to a cop. Yeah, some guy urinated on me. And okay, what you do in your private life is your own business. I don't want to know.
Oh, that is so, we got to get Don Muraco on the show, ladies and gentlemen.
I bet he doesn't remember it, or probably just doesn't care.
This has been another installment of Storytime with Jimmy. I feel like I got to take my shoes off. Thanks so much, my friend.
Oh man, thanks for the great memories.